Okay, so obviously you do movies and you do music.
Mm-hmm.
Which do you have a passion for the most?
I have to say that the career I have a passion most for is my music, because music is what I started doing, what I grew up around. My dad and my uncles formed a gospel quartet, the Latimore brothers, and around 6 years old I was just watching them in rehearsals and watching them do that thing. And at the age of 9, that's when I started taking things more seriously and explaining to my parents that I wanted to start getting into the studio, and that's when I started recording my first songs.
So how did movies get involved with the music? Like, how did that avenue come about?
My film career got involved with my music career when I just got to a point where I knew I just couldn't do music. We're in a different state of music now where, music just in a weird state. So sometimes you have to, do different things and broaden your horizons. So I always loved great actors. I always loved film, but it took me a while to just jump into it, and I just start having fun with it. I mean, once I started auditioning for one movie, and then you get that, and you're just like, okay, let's keep going. Let's see how far I can really go. And now I'm guest starring and starring in some pretty big films that they already have came out. Black Nativity with Jennifer Hudson, Forrest Whitaker, Angela Bassett, Ride Along, The Maze Runner. So, this film called Bilal now that I'm just featuring in, guest starring in as well. So that's coming out, and it's just incredible.
So how does one get into the film industry? Was it like people your parents knew, and was it relationships, or did you really just jump into it?
I think my music had a lot to do with my film career. I don't know, it sort of helped out my film career a lot, because I got in touch with different agents in Atlanta. Joy Purvis was my first acting agency that I used, and they helped me get my first film. I started out doing little voiceover roles and stuff like that, but Vanishing on 7th Street was my first film with Hayden Christensen, Tandy Newton, and John Leguizamo. So shout out to Joy Purvis. And then after a while, I went to LA, found another agency out there who I'm with now, CAA.
So you didn't go to LA and then do the film thing. You started in Atlanta.
Yeah, I started doing the film thing in Atlanta. I'm from Milwaukie, Wisconsin. I moved to Atlanta for more of a music opportunity, and just kept doing the same things I was doing in Milwaukee, performing at different high schools and passing out flyers, just grinding. And that's what I'm still doing now as well.
Now, as far as music, how does your schedule with music work? Is it something you do in between films? Is it something you do while you do films? Is it like, how does that work?
Planning out your year, really, when you want to do films and music at the same time. Like this year, I've only pretty much done guest starring roles and stuff like that. I haven't done anything that took up too much of my time, because I wanted to spend a lot of time in the studio and go on the road and perform and stuff like that. So it's all about scheduling, because sometimes when you have a film where they want you to cut all your hair off, and you're like, what? I have to do a music video for my new single, and I need my hair, so you have to plan out that year. You got to think ahead on what you want to do, and just taking those steps.